All right, it is the Rundown, Thursday, January 13th, brought to you by Wood Men's Grooming. It's our new men's grooming line here at Barstool. We got everything. We got shaving cream, we got shampoo, we got aftershave, we got shampoo and conditioner. You want hair, you want beard, you want body, you want to shave. Wood is for those who would. It's for those who dare to try new things and are always planning their next adventure, and it works and smells just as good as it looks. And it looks good. Look how sleek it looks.
It smells really nice.
We got beard balm. I shaved this morning, the third time I think since hashtag the shave, and I used the shaving cream this morning. Worked great. No cuts, no nicks, nothing on my face, no blood.
I used the body wash this morning, the Fresh Tracks.
I thought you smelled better today when you walked in. I was like, man, Frank's got a nice little scent to him today. So there you have it, Wood. It's our new men's grooming line. Check it out. You can shop Wood at getwood.com. That's GETWOULD.com, or at your local CVS. All right, let's get into. Well, actually, before we get into the topics, we have a bunch of topics here. But before we started, I heard Frank talking about Rob Manfred on a rant. The MLB had their one of their first lockout meetings in a while today. Can you fill us in?
Well, as expected, nothing happened. Basically, Major League Baseball is the commissioner wants to destroy baseball. He's like Miley Cyrus. He's gonna be on a wrecking ball going, "I came in like a wrecking ball." I mean, that's Rob Manfred.
I wanted to destroy baseball.
Yes.
That kind of stuff.
I mean,
what is his hair?
What hair?
Ew.
Ooh.
Ew. What do you mean?
That
like
hurt.
3 inches.
God,
Ew.
bone.
Ew.
I ripped it off.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It got by, I guess.
Got by what?
I don't know.
That's why
shaving.
you see. That's why I
did
use
shave.
electric razors.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I use wood products. You obviously haven't been using wood. I'm sorry, Frank, for derailing that, but I was just...
Really, man. I hope that wasn't on camera. I hope it wasn't clear enough.
It was
to be
so
on
long.
It was I do randomly. I can't grow. Well, I mean, I could grow a beard, but like I just grow long hairs. I think I have one here too. Do I have one here?
Yes, gross, dude. Stop.
Why does that have like a fucking walrus?
Just shave yourself,
randomly
you
long
weak-
hairs.
Please, Frank, back to...
But Rob Manfred,
It hurts.
yeah, there will not be a baseball season this year. I fully predict that. It's not going to happen. Just as the Mets finally seem to be getting their act together, it's not going to be a season.
That would be a shame. And Max Scherzer would probably be another year older.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Well, the
The
Yankees
are Mets Junior over here.
The Yankees are now going after the Mets sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. The Yankees just broke barriers. We just hired a woman manager in Single A, the most progressive organization in all of sports.
The most progressive organization in sports doesn't allow anyone to grow a beard and then
As they should. Well, beards are unprofessional.
Then flips out about people, the pizza rats. You know, the Yankees just don't want fun.
Yeah.
They're against
We
fun.
like professionalism and we like equality.
No.
Like.
The Yankee rooting for the Yankees is like rooting for rooting for the corporate guy to kill all the big business.
Yeah.
That's who the Yankees are.
Yeah.
That's like rooting for Pizza Hut to win.
Yeah. Because you think you're going to be a billionaire someday.
No, I don't. I know. I will definitely not be a billionaire.
But
I'm not meant to be
Rob
rich.
Manfred, and that's his name. It's not Manfred. It's Rob Manfred.
Fraud.
Because he is a fraud. He's a fake. He tells you how much he likes baseball when he called the World Series trophy a piece of tin. I mean, what are we doing? Every day that the sport's locked out hurts the sport. Hurts the players in getting ready for the season. He showed 2 years ago he didn't give a fuck about the sport when he didn't punish the Astros. And then anyone that said anything about the Astros, he punished them. Yet, he threw players out there for a 60-game fraudulent season. Last year, he decides, they don't decide if they're going to have the universal DH or not. He just doesn't know what he's doing. He wants to change the sport. I mean, he
was hired by Fuhrer Goodell to try and besmirch baseball to elevate football in the world.
Probably not, but...
Well, probably not.
But he actually makes Roger Goodell look like Pete Rozelle. That's how bad a commissioner he is.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that they just started talking today. Like they just for the last month or two, they just were
we'll
get
no
around
other
to
negotiations scheduled. Yet now we're about a month away from the start of pitchers and catchers. There's no chance right now that there will be a deal by the time pitchers and catchers report.
What do you think that they want in the deal?
And I tell you what.
What do both sides want?
I tell you what.
Okay.
if there's no deal by the time pitchers and catchers are supposed to report, I'm going to go out there and sit and picket outside the Major League Baseball
If we locked
offices.
you in a room with Manfred and the Players Association, how quickly do you think you could get a deal done? What would be some of your bargaining points?
Well, first off, I want to hear what the proposals are. It doesn't even sound like they're making proposals.
Yeah, what do they even want?
I mean, seriously. All it sounds like Major League Baseball wants to do is they want to have a lower the tax threshold, make the tax threshold more restrictive, yet no tax floor. So basically,
what's the
he
point
wants
of
to have
lowering
like
the
a salary
threshold then?
cap.
Oh,
So,
salary cap.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want to have.
Which there shouldn't be in baseball. Let the big teams spend
Yeah,
big.
you would say that because you're a fucking Yankees
Well,
fan.
I mean, fucking now Hal Steinbrenner is a penny pincher where he voted to lower the luxury tax.
Yeah, they want to lower the luxury tax. They want to make it. They want to cut down the minor leagues again. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Who do you hate?
Is it time that you guys just accept that no one gives a fuck about baseball? Maybe move on to other sports.
No. I mean, look,
What are
I'm
you
not
going to watch this
excited.
summer? The WNBA?
I'm not excited. Ricochet shot. I'm not excited about this baseball season, so I don't really care if the lockout ever.
Yeah,
Maybe we take up
yeah,
fishing in the summertime. Maybe we go to the dock.
Well, why aren't you excited? Because you know the Mets are actually going to
Yes,
be the,
that's actually exactly
the only
why,
good
is
team in New York.
I
and
do
the,
not. I would, if it means Met fans are going to be miserable, I would be okay with the baseball season getting
And,
canceled.
d-
For them to finally have that little glimmer of hope for
Well,
the first
well,
time in
just-
20 years,
yeah,
and just
you
have
need-
it fucking crushed.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You know, it'd be great though, if the Mets win the World Series and the Yankees lose 90 games.
I disagree.
Yeah, that would be great.
I disagree that would be great.
And then at the end of the year, Aaron Boone keeps his job, and Brian Cashman says, well, you know, sometimes you have to go back to go forward. And then next year, this time, there's a big press conference in Queens. The Mets introduced the signing of their newest acquisition, Aaron Judge.
No,
and he
no,
puts
we're
on
not doing
the
that.
blue and
We're not
orange.
doing that. That's not happening.
blue and orange.
Frank just randomly showed me a Photoshop of Aaron Judge in a Mets jersey the other day. I wanted to throw up. That would really... If the Yankees
gonna
let that happen,
happen.
they'd have to sell a team.
Hey, bro,
not
it's gonna happen, bro.
It's not going to happen, bro.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
going to happen.
Yeah, it is,
who do you
bro.
who do you hate more, Frank? Rob Manfred or the Dolphins?
Rob Manfred.
Rob Manfred or the Dolphins owner, Stephen Ross?
You mean Mr. Magoo?
Yeah, Mr. Magoo.
I mean, look at Stephen Ross. He actually looks like Mr. Magoo.
Yeah.
And
Nobody
now
said
they're
that.
coming out that one of the reasons that Brian Flores was fired was that he was overly critical of Tua during the terrible performance against the Titans. That he said that he played like shit, and Tua said that I don't like that type of talk. You know what's going to happen? The Dolphins are going to end up somewhere with like Matt Nagy. It's going to be romper room. Everyone's going to love each other, hug each other. They're going to lose 90 games. They're going to 90 games.
What
They're
about
gonna-
Doug Peterson?
They're going to lose 13 games.
What if they get Doug Peterson?
I actually could see that as possible. You know,
Yeah.
when Don Shula won his 325th game,
Uh-huh.
Doug Peterson was the Dolphins' third-string quarterback who had to come in and beat the Eagles.
It's a match made in heaven.
Match made in heaven. There's history there. Why not?
All right,
I would
let's-
hate-
Well,
I
what about
would-
Brian Dable?
I'm really upset that Brian Flores was fired.
He's
but-
gonna
but-
look great in Giants blue.
He's a perfect fit.
How about the Giants
and-
just caving to the peer pressure
And-
of the internet?
And I might
Bullying
have to,
works.
And I might
It's
have
proof
to,
that
and I might have
bullying
to
works.
seriously consider becoming a Giant fan if Flores goes to Giants. I like Brian Flores that
We'd
much.
welcome you. Well, actually, I don't
I
know.
really like Brian Flores that much as a Dolphin coach.
Would you
I'm
welcome
just
him?
so pissed that
I
Dolphins fired
originally was
him.
like, yeah, we'd welcome you with open arms, but then I remembered the Fleming curse. I don't know if I want to bring the Fleming curse into the Giants fan base, although things can't really get much worse. So
And the Fleming curse is the biggest misnomer of all time.
he did, yeah.
He's blessed. He
true.
everything. He has the Midas touch. Everything that Frank Fleming touches turns to gold.
Yeah.
Well, I put two pucks in the net.
You won $600. You got a great job. It's the Fleming
He's
blessing.
he's
really.
in the top 0.001% of Cameo.
Hey, Matt Delaney. What the fuck you doing? You know, all you sit around and do is you vape all day and eat hot dogs. I mean, I like hot dogs, but Jesus, get out and walk a little bit, you know.
I know, Frank, you're going to have a lot of takes on this. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox engaged.
You go first, Frank.
Wait. So there was a video of it, and in an Instagram caption, Megan Fox said they drank each other's blood to celebrate.
Okay. Over under 18 months.
Over. They're lasting forever, I think.
Under.
No.
Under.
They're real. They're twin flames.
You know-
No, I'll take a push.
You know,
I'll take exactly 18 months.
tomorrow's the 68th anniversary of the marriage of Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe.
How long did they last?
Oh, about 10 months.
Okay, so can they outlast
But they had a
Monroe?
relationship going, and Joe DiMaggio still considered Marilyn his wife and would refuse to talk about her, paid for her funeral, and put flowers on her grave once a week until he died.
Wow.
I think these two are going to last. I think they're both insane people, and they're made for each other.
I think that in this relationship, Megan Fox is Joe DiMaggio and MGK is Marilyn Monroe. Yeah.
I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison.
I think a lot of people were pissed off at the cuts of this, and I don't know why they give a fuck about the
It does seem
transitions.
incredibly produced. Like, Megan Fox couldn't have been surprised.
It was just 3 cameras, though.
Yeah, but she had to realize something was
But their
up,
whole
I'm sure.
relationship's a
God,
performance.
she's so hot.
You think so?
Yeah, she's so hot. That's really my main
You think
take.
her extensions are a little bit too long, though?
No, I like extensions.
All the way down to the butt?
Bring it on.
Really?
Yeah. What would you? Here's a question, Rowan. Would you rather get engaged to me, or drink my blood?
Oh.
Frank, same question to you.
I'd rather
I
get
don't
engaged to you.
I don't feel like drinking any blood. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows what could come with that shit.
Yeah,
And
what do
it's
you
in
do,
our-
It's in our
Nas X?
bodies, though,
And,
already.
and the engagement could be broken off like a day later.
No. 6-month engagement that everyone thinks is real for those 6 months.
I guess I'd drink your blood then. But could we put it into a soda, maybe, Frank? Maybe we make it some Mountain Dew Code Red blood?
Blood review?
That might be interesting.
Yeah. Tommy's blood. Tommy's blood is O negative.
No, I actually don't know my blood type.
Wow.
Which
You know,
seems-
I don't know my blood type either.
You know
It
there's a
feels like
blood
s-
shortage right now? You guys could maybe
no,
fucking
we
give
all
some
it's all in
blood.
our bodies.
No, there's a shortage of at the
How
blood
does
banks.
anyone know what type of blood they have? How do you
It
check
seems like
that?
something we should definitely know more than we do.
There should be, if you like hold your knuckle like this.
Is it on our license?
No.
It used to be. Or no, if you're an organ donor, that's on your license.
And you're not, because you
I'm not an organ donor.
would hate to help somebody after you died.
Sure, are
That's
you an
how
organ
some-
donor?
Yes.
You're an organ donor?
Well, you know what happens sometimes. They go to their.
This is exactly my reason. You
This is
finish.
exactly what happens. There's a chance to save him. Doctor, he's an organ donor. Okay, he's dead.
Yep,
Pull the plug.
that's gonna be you, Ro. That's gonna be you one day.
Wow, you're really wishing that on me?
I'm not wishing it on you. I'm just saying that's why I'm not an organ donor.
Because what?
Because the doctors don't help you as much when you're an organ
That's
donor.
not true.
That's a
Doctors don't help
fact.
you no matter what.
You walk
Hospitals
in,
are a
you
fucking
walk
sham.
in with a strep throat as an organ donor, and they put you down. They're like, that's fine. We could fucking harvest this guy's kidney.
Hospitals are basically puppy mills these days, and if you go into a hospital, you're not coming out.
Yeah,
Hospitals are the worst place in the world.
but shout out to all the nurses and doctors.
Yeah, well, it's not the nurses.
Yeah.
It's the executives running the damn thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
the people who are making a pretty penny, the people who have, anytime you see a lake house, it's somebody who fucking runs a hospital.
Right.
And they're
They've
just fucking
monetized
taking off of
illnesses.
it. They need people to die, so they can run their pockets. You go in there for 5 days and they'll charge you $600,000.
Hell yeah.
$35 a day for TV with 6 channels.
Yeah, that was bullshit, Frank. We should
Yes.
fucking picket them. Forget picketing Manfred. We should picket that hospital that only gave you 6 channels for $35 a day. God damn it.
Next up, we got Russell Westbrook. Just really sucks now. Went 2 of 14 from the field, throwing up bricks. He's getting roasted all night. They're putting on the screen ice cold player of the game. The DJ would play cold as ice every time he had the ball. That's just funny. And Russell Wilson is the type of guy where Russell Westbrook, like that will get to him. Like
Well,
that
that's
will
his
make
new name.
him
He's now
throw
Russell
up more
Westbrook.
shots.
Westbrook. Yeah, that's new.
Like that works, I think, on Russell Westbrook.
I also think that the people who thought the Lakers had put together a good team this year are just fucking idiots.
Crazy. Russell Westbrook's not.
No, well, the
good.
Lakers always it's fixed for the Lakers to win. In fact,
The Lakers aren't gonna win.
You know how everyone
They're like
came out
the
with the
ninth
remix
seed right now, I
you
think.
know who came up with the remix jerseys? Everyone has like those the throwbacks for the 70th anniversary.
Uh-huh.
The Lakers are gonna come out in purple and yellow. I mean, the referees are gonna come out in purple and yellow.
Because they love the Lakers so much.
Yes.
Some of these shots are atrocious.
I mean, he's going for bank shots. He thinks that that's his little money shot right there.
You know, he's the guy that ruined a triple double. You know,
did.
it used to be an accomplishment.
It used to be cool. Ice-T would sing about fucking around and getting a triple-double.
But yeah, but he misses shots on purpose to get his own rebound.
I think
that's
it's
Russell
hard
Westbrook.
to build a winning team around Russell Westbrook. I really do. I don't think he's a winning player.
It's hard to build around LeBron James.
But LeBron James is now 37 years old.
Because he only needs to have his friends on his team. He needs, like, his old friends to be on this team for him to feel good
He needs
about
James
himself.
Jones back. He needs to drag him out of the Suns front office and go to another finals.
He needs to be with a legitimate star instead of just everybody. I mean,
What's Anthony Davis doing? Is he hurt?
he's
He's always hurt.
I think he's hurt, and I think that even so, he's got to be unhappy
Well,
with his
how about
role on
this?
the
How
team.
about the Knicks getting ready to bring Zion Williamson in? Duke
reunion.
They
That'd be
got Cam
great.
Reddish.
Yeah, they got Cam Reddish. They
The
traded him
Knicks
for
got Cam Reddish?
Kevin Knox
I
and
missed
a
that.
first-round pick.
Wow.
Cam
Yeah.
Reddish has been playing well, scoring more points per game this year. And
Yeah, he was good on the
fewer
Hawks.
minutes.
Yeah.
He's kind of coming into
I don't
his own.
understand. I don't understand that trade on the behalf of the Hawks. I mean, that actually might make the Knicks a playoff team this year.
But I think that the Hawks needed to like thin out they're like roster composition issues right now. I think John Collins might get traded by them as well.
They do have a lot of similar, like DeAndre Hunter.
You
they have
know?
a lot of similar players.
How about this? How about a Trey Young face turn coming to New York?
Wow.
Yeah, heel turn, embrace him.
Wow. No, New York's tough to play in. But the late remember when the Lakers brought in Karl Malone and Gary Payton to be on the same team, and then Steve Nash and Dwight Howard.
Well,
they're doing the same thing again.
The Peyton Karl Malone thing didn't work because Kobe Bryant and Shaq were about to kill each other.
Right, because Shaq pillow talked about Kobe cheating. If he had kept his mouth shut, or no, the other way around. Kobe pillow talked about Shaq cheating.
Right.
And if Kobe had kept his mouth shut.
Well, they couldn't.
rest in
Jordan
peace.
would have never done that.
You see, what basically it was when Kobe was first coming up, he played the second player, the second fiddle to Shaq.
Right.
And now Shaq was starting to get old, but he didn't want to move out the way for Kobe. But Kobe was now becoming the star. It was basically Robin throwing Batman down the Batcave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And that didn't work out for them, unfortunately.
Well, they did win 2 titles with Kobe.
But I mean, that pairing of Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and then the Steve Nash,
Well, the
Dwight Howard.
the Steve Nash thing came when Steve Nash was old and Kobe was getting on in years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
Dwight
think that. But I'm
Howard
saying
was-
that's what's happening with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook's not in his prime
Yeah,
anymore.
LeBron's running into a situation
And they
where
also
he's
have-
going to have to switch teams to win a title.
They
again.
also have Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, who is also not young.
Where's LeBron going to go now? The Nets?
Would you accept him?
Oh, God, that would be hard.
You'd have
It'd
to
be
do it,
hard.
though.
You'd have a guaranteed NBA Finals.
Well, we should have a guaranteed NBA Finals with who we have now.
I saw a headline that Kyrie Irving, the Nets just have to pay a fine and he can play.
$5,000. Yeah, it's not,
Why
Pay
is
it.
that even a story?
Why
don't they just pay it?
Just pay the money.
Is that a
let
new
them play.
rule?
It might be. Eric Adams might have loosened things up.
yeah, they should be. They should just pay. But they're making it seem like it's like a moral thing because Omicron's so bad. First off, Omicron cases are going down in New York. Like we passed the fucking peak of that shit. Bro.
Yeah.
That
Well,
shit was fucking hoax
you
anyway.
you have some experience.
Yeah,
Both of you have some
Yeah,
experience.
we both had it.
We both had it. Yeah.
I don't know how I don't. I don't know how.
You've never had it, Frank?
I don't know how I haven't had it.
Nate, I heard
you're healthy.
something that there's a certain blood type that can't get it, or I think it's all
Well,
bullshit.
I don't know
or
what my
like
blood
there's
type is.
there's a receptor that can't get it.
It's for people who smoke weed that don't get it.
That
and
was
that's
the
Frank.
next topic,
That's a
actually.
fucking transition.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
You have
great
to say
great
it
transition.
Great
You have-
segue.
The way you announce a great transition is by saying this is a transition. A new study showed that cannabis could prevent COVID-19. I don't buy it.
Dude, Troops has been saying this for 18 months. He says
got
it's
COVID.
good for your chest blood. But it was probably when he was traveling, he couldn't smoke or whatever. Probably some bullshit like that.
I just think
But he
that
was the original one who said it's good for your chest blood. Weed is for your chest.
I just don't believe anything is like any story around COVID. Like, oh, this stops it. This is worse for it. I just don't think it's.
You just said it was the blood type. That's
That's
equal
different.
pseudoscience.
No, I don't believe that either.
Okay.
I was just throwing it out there. As a
Well,
hypothetical.
you know, it really is hard to follow because they keep just changing everything every day.
I also smoke weed every day and I got COVID, so
Right. I at the start of COVID, like last year, I didn't smoke weed for months because I was afraid. I was like, I need these lungs at full capacity. I was
Right.
like, in case I get this thing.
you're a hypochondriac.
Yes, I was like, I need these lungs to be as clear as day. So I didn't do any puffing for months.
Okay.
But now you could just get 3Chi edibles. Shout out 3Chi.
But I've been around so many people that have had it and just.
Well, knock on wood, Frank.
Yeah, maybe you've had it and don't even know.
That's possible. Knock on wood.
Nice. All right, next up, we'll go into the post-show. Is video of Biz from last night. So he's doing the NHL hockey show that he's doing. He tries to break a hockey stick on his leg.
Personally, I've broken one stick on purpose during an NHL game, and it was a bad turnover in my end. I knew my night was over, so I gave her one of these.
Oh, your femurs. Oh, my God. Oh. Destroy the cameraman and your femur. My God.
Do you think that he actually smacked it that hard on his leg?
Yeah.
Also, I feel like hockey players have strong-ass legs.
Because if in the video, he also, he can't break on his leg, then he bangs it against a pole, and it doesn't immediately break on a pole either, which makes me think that it just really must have been a
Must have been a
tough
good
hockey
stick
to break.
Are they metal? Aren't hockey sticks
Some
metal?
of them are, but the traditional ones are wood.
That looks like real pain. Because look at this. It doesn't even break right away on the pole.
Yeah, the walk. He fucking went hard on that. You got to swing through it though, Biz.
I've always thought that's a risk in like baseball when you're a batter and you're maybe upset with an umpire's call and you try to break the bat. Like if you don't break the bat successfully on the first try, that's just really.
No, but
adding
some guys go
insult to
multiple
injury.
times. Who went over? Bo Jackson went over his head.
He might have went over his head once. I know Bobby Bonilla did it once over his head.
Yeah, the head's strong though.
I remember Bobby Bo actually broke it on his knee. Just like that too.
Yeah.
When did hockey sticks switch from wood to metal? How long has that been going on?
Well, no. They still use wooden sticks. Some people use metal sticks.
Purists.
Purists like the wood.
I feel like I haven't seen Biz around. Where the heck's that guy been?
I think I don't know. He's doing. I mean, he does this show every week. I don't know. He's doing biz.
The stick
I miss him.
the stick guy you put those two pucks in. That was wood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, very nice, Frank.
More post-show, Big T versus Hank. They wrote dueling blogs yesterday. Hank laid out the case for Rico Bosco. Big T responded and said, I hope Hank keeps getting that Rico dick that he so desperately needs. So now, I mean, Big T versus Rico is one thing. Now Big T versus Hank, which is sad because if y'all remember, Big T's introduction to Barstool was through Hank. Like, he would do the two guys, one van, the Harambe videos. I think Hank was the guy who fought for... Is Big T over there?
Let's get Big T over
He
here.
is or isn't?
Let's get Big T over here. I want to hear from.
I want to
the
hear about
horse's
Big
mouth.
T's. We've heard a lot about Big T versus Rico. I want to hear about Big T's current standing with Hank.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how who Hank feels like he has to hold water for. That's what you know what I mean. It's
Yeah, I
weird
mean,
that he's just trying
he
to
is
hold
the OG
somebody else's
rider.
water. Like, yeah, but like.
So walk us
I'll
through
defer to Big
what
T.
your relationship with Hank is like. So I was saying you guys used to be thick as thieves, right? No, maybe
I
not
guess.
thick as thieves, but like he helped you get hired, sort of.
Sure, yeah.
Explain the relationship.
Yeah,
with
explain.
Hank.
Walk us through your relationship with Hank.
I don't really talk to Hank very often at all. I haven't talked to Hank probably in months.
What is your take on him, continuing to stand for Rico?
Well, that's fine. He can do what he wants. He said a lot of shit that was just patently false. So I wanted to correct that.
Yeah, it seems like. Well, why do you think he feels like he has to hold Rico's water?
I don't know. I guess they're pals. That's great for him. I hope they continue to stay friends. I'm glad he's sticking up for his friend. Just do it accurately.
Frank, what's your take on the whole Rico, the Rico, the Hank, the Big T situation?
It just seems ridiculous to me. I mean, come on,
I agree, Frank.
I actually did not know Rico's real name, and I didn't care what his real name was until this thing blew up, and now everyone knows it because it blew up. If he
James Valenti, according to the article from the Sun.
Well, you did well. But
So what are your thoughts, though, Frank?
Pick a side.
It's ridiculous what happened.
Would you ever do that?
Probably not.
Yeah. And you get charged up over things.
Oh, all the time.
So how do you keep yourself from going to that point?
I just get pissed off.
I've never seen Frank be mad at another person that is in the room. Frank gets mad
Nate.
He gets mad
at like.
abstract ideas.
He got
Right.
mad at Nate. Remember Nate? Don't be
Oh,
snide.
That's true, Nate.
Don't be snide.
But
You know, Nate, that's why I don't like you. That's why I don't like you. Because I don't treat you like a baby?
It's not, all right? Nate, please.
You always have snide comments to me.
Don't be snide. Are you being snide?
I'm not sure of that definition.
Snide? You being snide. No more snide comments. Breathe.
Let's get into it. Time in.
Breathe.
Time
Okay,
in.
time in. You have this. Just breathe. Focus. Focus and breathe. Be soft. Be one with the bags. Take your time. Make it work. Make magic.
You're good. Is it me or him? You're good. It's me?
All right, let's work.
Is it me?
It's you, Nate.
You know, Kelly, sometimes there is simply nothing for the broadcasters to say that could improve what's going on. That was one of those instances.
That was absolutely one of those.
I haven't hit a cornhole in a goddamn long time.
But mostly, like, he's yelling about Rob Manfred, right?
Fraud.
Luis Rojas. Like,
The Dolphins organization.
Right. Like, you haven't had outside of Don't Be Snide too much inner Barstool beef.
Did you get any pushback from the editorial staff about your headline?
No.
What was the headline again?
Well, it's right there. We have it up. I'm sure y'all have discussed it.
I hope Hank keeps getting that Rico dick he so desperately needs.
Yeah, the headline stayed the same as it was submitted.
Any update on, has Rico reached out at all?
He did on Monday, shortly after or Tuesday, whatever day happened, the day he left
What
the
he said?
office.
Wait. Not counting the dap up.
No, he texted me.
Oh. What did he say?
A lot of weird
Can we
shit.
read it?
No.
A lot
not?
of weird shit. What flavor of weird?
It was his version of apologizing, I guess, but was not and am not really interested in an apology.
Did you respond?
No.
Oof.
Well, doesn't he need to apologize eventually to get back in good standing? So you're gonna have to accept it sometime, but it probably has to be like a true apology.
I don't know that I have to accept it.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't part
I'm,
of the deal.
I'm not really interested in, like, a forced apology. Like, what does that do?
Fake apologies are so rampant too. Whenever somebody's like,
Right.
"I'm sorry that you felt this way,"
Or
like, "I'm
he's
sorry."
sorry that
but-
his job flashed before his eyes.
But did you get to enjoy the high noon that was thrown? I mean, it's high noon al dente.
High noons are delicious.
I have not drank that particular high noon, Frank.
Do you have it still?
That's probably not the worst idea.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep
There's
that.
people who are saying that you should get Rico's salary during his suspension.
I don't find that an egregious idea.
Combat pay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Thanks, Big T.
All right.
And last up, we got Wild Card Weekend. Last rundown before Wild Card Weekend. Barstool Sportsbook, we got a great promo, the Wild Card Sweep. You bet $10 on any pre-live 6-leg parlay using one against the spread bet from each of the 6 Wild Card games this weekend. And if you win, obviously you win your bet, but you'll get an extra $1,000 in sportsbook bonus cash on top of the winnings. So you could turn $10 into $1,000 plus whatever you would win in the
Yeah,
parlay.
I mean, if you're getting 6 legs of a parlay, those odds are going to be fantastic. Even if you just pick winners, you'll probably get pretty good.
Right,
odds.
you're
If you
rolling
pick,
at thousands.
favorites rather.
Yeah, so you're rolling 1,000. So the wild card sweep, opt in and see if you want to see the promo page for details.
I love the Bucks this weekend.
I was gonna say, all right, let's go through it each game. Let's do spread.
You love the Bucks with not giving 9 points. That's a lot of points.
The only
to
way
give.
the Eagles cover is with a backdoor cover.
Let's give a pick for
It was a
the
6-point
spread
game
and
earlier
for the
this
total
season.
for each game, and let's see who comes out on top.
All right.
All right, we got first. I'll pull up the lines. Raiders at Bengals. Bengals 5.5-point favorites. Over under 49. I'm going Bengals and under. I'm going Raiders and under. Raiders and under.
I like the Raiders to get within 5.5.
I'm going Bengals and way over.
All right. I think I said this the other day. I just think the Bengals are a little overrated. I think Joe Burrow's awesome. I think their offensive line and their defense stink. I think the Raiders are like a team of destiny with momentum.
You know, the Bengals
right
have no one's ever sent a text after a Bengals playoff win.
That's a good stat, Frank.
Yeah.
I like that, Frank.
Saturday night, we got Pats at Bills, probably the game of the weekend. Bills 4-point favorites. Total is 44. I would go Pats and under. I think it's going to be a
I'm going to go
close
Pats
game.
and under as well. I think when the Bills see that flying Elvis, they crumble. I think the Patriots win the game outright. I think the Patriots win the game. Final score 20-3.
I think the Bills are going to win, which I know it seems crazy to pick a team to win but not them to cover when it's only 4 points. But I just think it's a field goal game.
You guys sound like Hank defending Rico, just holding the Barstool Boston fucking Dave's water.
I just picked the Bills to win.
All right, well then you do. 20-3.
20-3.
That's preposterous.
Josh Allen is going to have 6 turnovers.
What? Why don't you like Josh Allen?
Because he sees the flying Elvis.
I'll throw Bills and then over 44. Bills -4, over 44.
All right, your
Even though
game.
the Bills against the Colts last year wound up coming down to a Hail Mary that Phillip Rivers just couldn't make the end zone with.
Well,
Your game, Sunday. Eagles at Bucks. Bucks 8.5-point favorites, 45.5. That went down. That was up at like 48 or 49.
Because the wind it's like 30-mile-an-hour gale force winds.
Okay, because I gave away a pick I really like on advisors. Tune in for this game. I won't give it away here, but just based on this, I would go. I actually think the Eagles are going to keep it close.
Eagles are going to win outright, but whatever.
I'd go Eagles and over.
Tampa 27, Eagles 6.
Wow.
That makes me more confident because of how ludicrous these picks have been. I'll go Eagles plus the 8.5.
Do you actually think they're going to win?
Yeah.
All right.
They ran the ball.
I don't think it's that crazy, to be honest.
What's up, brother?
What's up?
Good to see you,
How
my
are you?
friend.
Good to see you.
What's going on? 49ers against the Cowboys. I think the 49ers cover that 3.5. I think the 49ers also win outright. I think 49ers are like the sneakiest, dangerous
This
team.
under, would you take the over or the under?
I'll take the over.
No, it's under's best play of the weekend.
Why?
49ers are going to run the ball down their throats. They're going to try to kill the clock. The Cowboys' defense is great. The 49ers' defense is pretty good.
Cowboys' defense is great.
Cowboys have a great defense. Parsons.
Yeah, this is going to be like the Cowboys are going to win, but I think it's going to be like 20-17.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys.
So 20-17. So you like the 49ers to get within the 3.5.
Yes.
All right. Steelers, Chiefs. Chiefs are 12.5-point favorites. Over/unders 46.
This is going to be a sad farewell for Ben Roethlisberger. I think it's going to be. I think the Chiefs are going to just score at will, and basically the fourth quarter is going to be just garbage time, and I think the final score is going to be Chiefs 37, Steelers 13.
So that would be over. So that's 50 total points on a 46-point.
I'm going to take the Steelers and the over. I think the Steelers keep it close.
I got Chiefs in the over. And then Cardinals, Rams.
-4, Rams, 49.5. I think the Cardinals win outright, and I like there are a lot of points
That's
to be
this
scored.
Monday night game?
Yep.
I think the Cardinals keep it close, lose, and I think that'll be over 49.5.
The Cardinals have been just the most jacked up reverse logic team of the year. They're terrible at home. They're good on the road. Been great out on the road. They already won at SoFi Stadium this year. Cardinals outright 24, Rams 20.
All right.
So if I win those 12 legs of the bet, that the odds right now are plus 163,636.
Holy shit.
So not only would I win those,
and you don't even have to do 12 legs. You got to do 6.
6 legs, and you can pick like money line favorites in that, right or no?
No.
money
Against
line
the spread.
favorites. Okay, against the spread. Never mind. Also, best gambler in Philly competition this weekend at Vesper on Saturday. We're having the Avengers of the best gamblers in the entire city, and we're going to hash it out and find out who the best gambler in the entire city is. It's going to be fantastic.
You know, one of these days I got to get down to Philadelphia.
We'd love to have you, Frank.
You've never been to Philly?
Never been inside the. I might have driven through it, but never actually been inside of Philadelphia.
City proper?
City proper. I've never had.
What would be your first food item that you get?
I would have to go, well, I don't know. You see, I want to try Pat's Angino's. I got to try one of those, too.
Yeah, maybe get both. They're right across the street from each other, Frank. Maybe get Angelo's. Or
Sonny's is sneaky good.
Now, where's the...
that was right by the gambling
Now, we
house.
also got to do a good hot dog place, too, in Philly.
Yeah, I don't know what the number one hot dog spot in Philly would be. Maybe a German place?
Well,
kind
it
of
would
beer
probably be
garden?
Hatfield's. Isn't that the number one hot dog down there?
Yeah, I guess Hatfield's. Go down to the stadium, get a Frank at the...
Frank gets a Frank.
Yeah,
well,
Frank
maybe
the Frank.
this would be the year I go to Citizens Bank Ballpark.
Citizens Frank Ballpark.
All right. on that note, that's the rundown. Bye.
What a sign off.